So hello guys, welcome back to another video. And today we're starting my first playthrough in Jurassic World Evolution 3. And we're going to play the campaign, which is the Rebirth DLC. Yes, the Rebirth expansion pack. And we're going to start the campaign right now. And if you want to see more of my JWE3 content, make sure to like and subscribe, or even comment. Oh yeah, and I would like to say, we already pushed over 100 subscribers. So yeah, I appreciate the support and also the people who subscribe to me. But anyway, let's get on to it. In 2005, Jurassic World opened its gates as the first public dinosaur theme park. But the genetic research that made the park possible never stopped. A facility on Isle St. Hubert was established for the most pioneering dangerous work. That work that you carried are now responsible for carrying out. So let's get on to it. The music. The exact same music from the movie. But anyways, what do we got here? On the main facility. What's that? Oh, it's the Mutadone. This is the start of the Rebirth expansion pack. Jurassic World Evolution 3 Rebirth. Let's get into it.
We've got Mutadon on wing. Minimal casualties so far, but not zero.
Okay, we need a much better aviary, but none of us have the authority to approve the risky experimental one. I can try to get the new director on board with it, while you two handle things here.
Okay, new recruit, just you and me now. That was Dale, I'm Callie, and you are having one heck of an induction.
I'm going to
The workforce on the
tranquilize
island
the
stands
Mutadone
no chance against a
without
hunter like the
using,
Mutadon. We need to tranquilize it ASAP. Our recruitment team will be working overtime.
The experimental aviary has been approved, but the new director is on her way here. Can't imagine she'll be happy. I mean, a breakout in her first week?
Yeah, well, welcome to Isla St. Hubert.
I mean, yeah, it did take place before the events
Okay,
of Rebirth.
it's down. Great work there.
Okay,
Deep breaths, everyone, and let's fix this.
use the demolish
I
tool
have a
to
working
remove
theory that the
existing
Mutadon
aviary.
keeps escaping because it knows it's penned in. It's a very intelligent animal. An open-air aviary should give it the illusion of open skies, though.
We just need to demolish the old aviary to make room for the new one. Now
So
we can
won't be
build the
constructing
open-air aviary where the old aviary
four
used to be.
sections. Okay, then I make an aviary hatchery. And you highlight A. Right here with you, found.
We should make sure the workers have access to the hatchery. The open-air aviary uses a clever electromagnetic barrier which should keep the Mutadon contained. The barrier needs power to work though, so I'll talk you through the island's geothermal power system.
This is the geothermal network.
As you can see, the geothermal supply pipe distributes power through a series of underground pipes. Those pipes branch off in two directions at junctions called geothermal splitters. Pipe networks should always end with a geothermal generator. It's the generators that deliver power to nearby buildings and life-saving experimental aviaries.
I don't need help on geothermal power. Okay, I'm gonna need help. Geothermal power. Steam is heated and pressurized in the heart of Isle St. Hubert to create power. That power is then spread to research sites through a network of pipes. Research sites can access this power using geothermal supply pipes that can be found at each site. Power is pumped from the geothermal supply pipe using pipes. Connecting a supply pipe to a geothermal generator will provide power around the generator. The total generator that a supply pipe provides and a generator's power radius can be upgraded via research. To spread power from the geothermal supply pipe to multiple generators, use geothermal splitters. Geothermal splitters accept one input pipe and split the flow of power into two output pipes. Each output pipe carries half the power of the input pipe. Okay.
We can build a new power network to expand the facility later, but we need that aviary powered yesterday. So let's use the existing pipes for now. First, let's build a geothermal generator near the open-air aviary.
Okay, so...
Great. Okay, now we connect the generator to the underground power network via a splitter junction.
Or geothermal
Splitters
splitter.
only have two outputs, so find one with an unused output to pipe the generator into.
Alright, completed that.
You, my friend, just made your first geothermal power connection.
Okay, it says
And the
transport
open-air
Mutadon into
aviary
the
is
aviary.
fully powered, so we can transport the tranquilized Mutadon into it.
O'Connor, what is that?
That, Miss Halford, is a Mutadon, an Isle St. Hubert original.
They didn't tell you what we work on when you became Director of Operations?
I knew it was a research and development site, but Mullins, I didn't even know this island existed until I was offered the position. These animals can't be for show at the park, right?
They're not show ready. No, ma'am. Not all research is a success in that sense, but there's a lot to learn from them.
Yes, I'm sure.
Let's speed up a little.
I think I need a word with my superiors. Please, keep up your work, and I'll be back in touch soon.
Speed up a little, and then the task is done.
Asset has been delivered.
Nothing is getting through that barrier,
Okay, assign
so
a
we can
ranger
finally
team
relax a bit.
to an aviary
Great
hatchery.
work. The Mutadon may be hurt
After
after
that,
its little
do-
adventure, though.
wait for the ranger team
Assign a ranger
patrols
team to
to
the
perform
open-air
status checks on
aviary,
the
and they'll
Mutadon.
tell us what we need to do to
Mutadon,
make
I
it
mean.
comfortable. An
Its comfort now
aviary
is
viewing
85.
gallery will also let workers observe it, so it's worth building one now, too.
While you're at it, new recruit, we should probably get into the paleobotanical weeds of why you were recruited here.
Yes. Well, there's a world-famous dinosaur theme park out there. You might have heard of it. We do the experimental work to
Yeah,
keep that
Jurassic
park in
World.
supply of incredible animals. The park are getting more demanding, though, and experimental work can be unwieldy. You're here to help us expand, make breakthroughs, and keep chaos at bay. Ideally.
The hours are long, and the non-disclosure agreement is airtight, but it's still probably the best job in the
Wetlands,
world.
it needs wetlands.
Welcome aboard.
There we go. After that, I need to create a operational aviary viewing hatchery. Which will actually put it like... I should put it right here. Right next to the geothermal power area. Yeah, the geothermal generator. And then ensure the Metadon is visible from an aviary viewing gallery. I'll put another one just for measure.
The danger is over, and there are plenty of eyes on the Mutadon. We've got some breathing space. So, let's see what's next on the agenda. Until now, this area has operated mostly underground. Not for the faint of heart down there. Trust me. It's time to expand. And we've been given assignments for setting the place up as a research site. They're marked as priority assignments, meaning someone in charge wants us to deal with them ASAP.
There's just one assignment at the top of the list right now, so feel free to accept it whenever you're ready.
Oh, and don't worry if we're spending more than we're making for a bit. We need to lay a foundation first. Profits can come later.
Alright. Control room. Assignments. I'll start the assignment.
I said we'd get the chance to build a new geothermal power network, and here we are. Exciting, right? So, there's another geothermal supply pipe on this site with more power that we can access. So let's take a look at that first.
It's right here. Would you look at that? Another one right here.
Every site on the island has multiple geothermal supply pipes,
Yeah,
each
there's
one providing
specifically
a fresh
four.
reserve
There's
of power
four
that we can tap
resource
into.
supply
By
sites.
running that power
No,
through
three
underground
geo-
pipes
four
and into geothermal
geothermal
generators,
supply
we can deliver
sites.
that power wherever we need it. We can start our new network by building a geothermal generator nearby.
Alright.
Now we can connect that generator to the geothermal supply using underground pipes. As soon as it's hooked up, the generator will start powering nearby buildings. Great. Okay, so now we want to set up another generator in the area. For both generators to be piped up to the same supply, we'll need to place a geothermal splitter on the pipeline you just built. Go ahead and build a splitter now.
Okay. Let's put the splitter right here. There.
Excellent. Now we can build another generator.
Yep, right about here.
Pipe that generator into the unused splitter output
Easy.
and watch the magic happen. And voila, 2 geothermal generators running from the same supply. Worth noting, splitters can only have one input pipe which splits into 2 output pipes. It's handy for branching out your network, but there is a gotcha. Whenever we split a pipe into 2, we also split the input power in half between each output. Use too many splitters, and you might not have the power you need coming out of a generator. So try not to overuse them. And that's pretty much it. You're basically a geothermal engineer now. Don't say you're one to an actual geothermal specialist, though, or you might find a pipe running through your accommodation in the morning.
Work is pretty self-directed here. Whenever you complete an assignment, feel free to pick the next one from your assignments list.
So there's hiring talent, there's necessary infrastructure, and there's work satisfaction. So hiring talent.
A critical part of any research site is having a crack team of scientists to handle various tasks. That's right. We need to go on a hiring spree. Of course, I tend to prefer machinery to people, and I'm pretty sure Callie prefers dinosaurs. That leaves you to make the judgment call on who to bring on board.
Go to the control room. Go to scientists. 1, 2.
Those new hires will do nicely. Great
There we go.
picks. Oh, and just so you know, it's sort of an unwritten policy here to never refer to a new hire as fresh meat. Let's not tempt fate, right? Still some priority assignments to go. Of course, we only have priority ones on us right now, but I guess managers just love labeling some things as more important than others. Like themselves. That was a joke.
I
didn't
can't
mean
unlock
that.
the facility map yet. Necessary infrastructure.
The main facility is where InGen first set up shop on Ile Saint-Hubert, and now you get to expand it out. We'll need some crucial infrastructure to support that. You never
have to
know
put
when illness or injury
Paleomedical
might strike.
Facility.
So let's start with a paleo-medical facility.
I'll put it like right about here.
The park spent a small to moderate fortune on creating the Mutadon, so
Yeah,
we
I was about to
especially
just
want
put-
them to
I was
stay in
about
good
to
health.
Assign an MVU team to the
MVU team,
aviary
okay.
hatchery to keep an eye on them.
Okay, next.
Good work. Okay,
Expedition Center.
now, we need dinosaur genomes to create dinosaurs. And the park will sometimes send us genomes when we wrap up assignments.
And then I need
But
to do a
there's only so
maintenance
much they can
facility.
send to a facility that doesn't technically exist. Build an expedition center, and we'll be able to gather genome from some lesser used dig sites. You know, to avoid drawing attention to the whole secret island thing.
Recently, we managed to get funding for dedicated maintenance teams on the island. They can't fix years of neglected infrastructure, but they can keep things actually working, and I consider that a win. Details. My point being, let's build a maintenance facility to keep this newly established site running smoothly. And naturally, let's make sure they're covering all this new infrastructure by assigning them to maintenance posts.
I'm speed
Look at
running
that.
through this.
We've got all the parts to make this place a hotbed for research. Nicely done, new recruit. This area is really coming together. Nice job. Oh, and it looks like there's just one more priority assignment to deal with. But I'm sure plenty more
Yep,
assignments
work
are coming when
satisfaction.
we finish that one. Right. We need to take care of the workers on the island. It should be your favorite kind of assignment because, well, if you hadn't noticed, you and I are two of those workers. Now, workers need somewhere to sleep, obviously, and you can keep them happy by building restrooms and shelters. Of course, those two can also include the same activities if the reason you're in the shelter is scary enough.
Don't be gross, Mullins.
Hey, people
And
get
also I'll put
scared.
accommodation here. Oh, I forgot there was a maintenance outpost here. I want to disconnect this one. And I want to put another geothermal splitter right here.
Attention personnel. We have detected power outages across the site. Available personnel, please respond.
Is there a limit? Because... Oh, there's no limit. There we go. There we go.
Wow, that all looks great. And if
More
you've managed to
assignments?
save some of the fancier accommodations for yourself, I'm not going to judge, but I will need you to cut me in on it. No? Well, how about a luxury bunker? A decadent restroom? Wishful thinking.
Hey, I just wanted to say, you're really impressing me. And I definitely can't call you new recruit anymore. So, along with your new status of coworker, you've been assigned a handful of assignments. These ones aren't priority, but they're still important. Standard assignments are the bulk of our work, and they're how we prove we can be trusted to deal with the priority stuff. So, dear colleague, time for you to choose what we're working on next.
There are 2 standard assignments that I need. Which one's useful? I'm most likely going to choose Research Hungry because the genome, it gives me both medium herbivores for the genome and a bit of cash. So yeah, it says arrival
Our
for a
colleagues across the
Montosaurus.
island are struggling with a batch of medium-sized herbivores. Something in their genome is affecting their needs, so we're swooping in to help. The animals will get here soon, so let's prepare. Not that I have advice on preparing for the complete unknown, beyond brace yourself.
I definitely want to expand this enclosure bigger. Yeah, this is slightly bigger. Put this, and then there's one thing I'm missing. Let's just put 2 maintenance outposts. And then let's assign the maintenance team to the 2 maintenance outposts. And then I'll assign the ranger team to the Montosaurus enclosure. And also put a gate right over here. I forgot to replace the fences. There we go.
Transit has commenced. Asset in transit.
Well, yeah, let's put a viewing gallery right here. 2 of them will be fine.
Asset delivery confirmed.
Let's fix their comfort issues. A little bit of this, a little bit of wetlands,
Asset has been.
and also
They
a
have
little bit of water.
hyperosmolarity. One of their genes is increasing the salt concentration in their blood, which is making them thirstier than normal. Now we know what they need, we can accommodate and make them comfortable. Research is the gateway to us helping these animals. If you understand the problem in enough depth, the solution presents itself. In this case, the solution was a shocking amount of water. And that lake water is literally a chemical solution of water and minerals, so that's fun too. I'm rambling. Let's grab a photo of those animals drinking for our records. A great photo for the records there, and we can show the group that sent us these animals that we figured out the problem. Sometimes science is about bragging rights.
Alright. Another assignment. What should we do? Let's do studying sauropods. I might have to, like, expand the enclosure a little bit.
keeping the animals happy while we study them isn't always easy. Sauropods, especially cohabitating ones, need a lot of space to thrive. And thriving is always the aim. New arrivals are inbound now, so let's start with meeting their needs, then tackle visibility later.
They open this area. So that means the Montosaurus will have more enclosure or more like area.
Asset being transported.
Alright, so 3 Brachiosaurus. I don't know why the patrol target is inaccessible.
Asset has been delivered.
But what do they need? Okay, they need tall nuts.
Delivery complete.
And also they need lots of vegetation. And also a bit of wetland. There you go, that's suitable. They're only missing a bit of ground fighting.
Before we reinvent the viewing gallery, let's try and improve visibility with the tools we have. It might reveal where we can improve things. Okay, I have an idea, but it's percolating. So gather some data while my breakthrough brews.
No, I'll just do it with a regular ranger team. And actually, I like the new model from Rebirth. I like the ranger team model from Rebirth. Like the vehicles. I'm not gonna enter photo mode, but yeah, I'm going to enter photo mode. I'm going to take a photo with the ranger vehicle. Alright. We'll be back to sources there.
Good work. And good photo, too. One for the staff room wall. Oh, and I do have an idea to help us study animals in huge enclosures. All the best ideas are inspired by nature, and this one comes from our long-necked assets themselves. We can research that whenever, but for now, let's wrap this assignment up.
There we go, complete the status update.
Alrighty. Most of our funding comes from assignments, but we'll only be losing money if we don't maintain a site's economic engine too. Workers are key to that. To bring more workers to the site, we need animals with high enough research appeal to justify those workers spending their time here.
More workers also gets us more funding, and money is always handy to, pay for things we need.
So, more interesting animals equals more workers, which also equals more cash. Everybody wins. Couple of funding pointers that I didn't mention before.
On me.
Your finances are shared between all of the locations you oversee. That means one unprofitable research site hits the whole budget. So it's worth keeping an eye on things. Productivity also factors into making money. So watch out for your fellow workers too. Happy workers make for a happy budget.
A worker fatality.
Ah, you've all been busy while I was away. Very impressive.
Well, we aim to please, ma'am. You said you were talking to the park?
Yes, well, I've worked with the lead geneticist there before, and they've always been ambitious. A vision for the future is a wonderful thing, but not when it makes you blind to what's in front of you. But for now, I'd like to recognize your hard work by giving you all more responsibility. There are a couple of other locations that I'd like you to set up as fully fledged research sites.
Alright, let's see. Access granted.
The island's luscious ancient valley, under your management, will be a space to research natural behaviors. It's currently home to the remarkable Titanosaurus, and I'd like you to try and naturally breed them. The Riverside Laboratory, on the other hand, will specialize in semi-aquatic animals. A rather intimidating-looking T-Rex is enclosed there now, and your first task will be to study how it hunts. It's a lot of responsibility, I know, but you've more than earned my trust. Now, your funding does have to cover all 3 of these sites. And one site's profit or loss will affect your finances everywhere else, so keep an eye on that budget. Oh,
I will
and
keep an
each
eye.
site is already connected to the island's geothermal pipe network. I'm sure we'll get a chance to upgrade it at some point, but it should provide more than enough power for now. The island and its resources are at your disposal, but what you work on next is, well, entirely up to you.
Managing money on Isle St. Hubert. Every research site you manage on Isle St. Hubert has access to the same cash balance. Money made or lost on one area of the island affects them all. It is the total profit across all areas that determines how much money you have at hand. As long as each site is in profit, you will continue to earn money. So yeah, I have to complete at least 12 assignments in main facility. So yeah, I have to complete priority assignments on Riverside Laboratory and also on Ancient Valley while doing at least 12 assignments in the main facility. Yeah, the Rebirth DLC, or the campaign, so far is like really good. But anyways, I'd like to say thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and comment on what you want next in my channel. So, goodbye for now.